Benedict XV. With battle smoke hanging heavy over Flanders fields and Carpathian mountains, the cardinals realized that the next pope should be a diplomat. The man chosen was Giacomo della Chiesa, who took the name Benedict XV. Giacomo della Chiesa was born at Genoa on November 21st, 1854. He studied law at Genoa and theology at Rome's Gregorian University. Ordained in 1873, he became a doctor of sacred theology in 1879. Giacomo entered the papal diplomatic service and soon caught the eye of the great diplomat Rampolla. When Rampolla became Secretary of State, Giacomo joined him as a valuable assistant. In 1901, he was made Under-Secretary of State. Pius X continued him in this office until 1907, when he made Giacomo Archbishop of Bologna. Here, della Chiesa proved to be a capable and excellent spiritual leader. Pius X made him a cardinal in 1914. Benedict XV faced a difficult task. As father of all Catholics, he had to maintain strict neutrality. He succeeded so well that while excitable allies called him pro-German, excitable Germans called him pro-ally. Benedict constantly pleaded for peace, but not until 1917 did he judge the time ripe for a formal attempt to mediate between the powers. Certain German elements welcomed the papal overtures, but after a good deal of excited buzzing and rumor-mongering, it became sadly evident that not even the hideous bloodbath of 3 years had brought either side to be really earnest in a desire for a fair and square peace. The Pope did his best to lessen the miseries of the frightful conflict. Thanks to Benedict, disabled prisoners were exchanged through neutral countries, and later, after weary efforts, Benedict succeeded in getting wounded and sick prisoners sent to recuperate in the comparatively well-off neutral countries. The Pope also tried to help suffering civilians. His intercession enabled deported Belgians to return home. He begged mercy for the poor Armenians, and he donated money freely to the suffering all over war-torn Europe. After the armistice, Benedict continued his good work. He pleaded with the Allies to stop the murderous blockade of Germany, which was causing so much suffering to women and children. At the Pope's command, a collection was taken up in Catholic churches throughout the world to help hungry children. Benedict urged Wilson to use his great influence for a just peace, but the Pope expressed disappointment at the results of the Paris Peace Conference. Although excluded from the League of Nations, the Pope praised the idea behind it, and, at a time of excited nationalist hate, he pleaded for a recognition of human solidarity. In 1917, Benedict promulgated the great new code of canon law, but he gave the credit to his illustrious predecessor, St. Pius X. Influenza carried off this man of peace on January 22, 1922. Among his last words were, "We offer our life to God on behalf of the peace of the world." Rightly has Benedict XV been called the Good Samaritan of humanity. Benedict XV, 256th Pope. Christ our King, thy kingdom come.